Western Avenue coming into downtown Knoxville. This is on the north side of the Interstate 40. And Western Avenue, this neighborhood over here, I want to say it's either called Lonsdale or Mechanicsville. I can't remember exactly. And then up to the left up on this hill is the old Knoxville College, historically black college. It's no longer in operation though. I think they shut down about 10-15 years ago. But this road, Western Avenue, will take you all the way back west to Western Knoxville, Cedar Bluff area, Carnes, the community, Hardin Valley. Then you can it becomes Oak Ridge Highway further west, and then of course it'll take you to Oak Ridge. But going over here to downtown and to the University of Tennessee, which is on the other side of the interstate. Of course, today's Tennessee football, the University of Tennessee's football team, their first game of the season against Ball State. And like I said maybe the other day I did a video on my favorite view of downtown. I don't know, this may be my favorite view coming into downtown right here on Western Avenue. There's the Sun Sphere. Over here on my right is the University of Tennessee. But right there is mostly, that's more housing apartments. Some intramural fields over here for intramural sports. University, that's all called the Fort Sanders neighborhood too, right there where all that this housing is, and of course Fort Sanders Hospital is there. And then the university is more along Cumberland Avenue. So there's that white building there. It's the TVA headquarters, Tennessee Valley Authorities headquarters in Knoxville, which is the program the government started back in the 1930s to make electricity and flood control in East Tennessee. And actually it goes into Alabama a little bit, and maybe a little bit into North Carolina. So they built a lot of dams. And other coal plants and 2 nuclear plants for electricity production and flood control, because there was a lot of flooding back in the day in East Tennessee. Now the dams make lakes, and then the lakes in the wintertime, they lower the level of water in the lake, so because it rains a little more in the wintertime, so if it rains a lot in the wintertime, you have more room in the lakes for the lakes to fill up with water, so there's not as much flooding. And then starting in the springtime, they start letting the water in the lakes come back up for more, so that time of year you can have your recreational use of the lakes, like fishing, boating, all that kind of stuff. Now I'm on Summit Hill Road, downtown Knoxville. Crown Plaza Hotel over here. Keep on down the street, you'll go into the old city of neighborhood of Knoxville. That's a neighborhood that used to have a lot of industrial buildings, and those industries have been mostly shut down now, and all of those old buildings have been converted into apartments. And restaurants, there's bars, more like a nightlife area in Knoxville place. And also there's a couple, they built a lot of other, some brand new apartments buildings too. There's one of the new apartments, the Marble City apartments, they have a food hall. Now I'm gonna turn on to Gay Street, which is the main street downtown. Here. Of course, see a lot of orange and white here in a little bit for the game. All the fans are starting to get here. Being on a weekday game, we're going to probably a lot later arriving crowd than normal. A lot of people having to work on a weekday. Got several restaurants right here on Gay Street. Woodruff's, Cruz Farm Dairy right here on the right. That's a really popular ice cream shop, and that's a locally owned ice cream. Over here on my right is the Embassy Suites Hotel. That's a nice hotel I usually stay in when I come up here. It's got a rooftop bar on it called the Radius and a swimming pool. You got Regal's Riviera movie theater over here on the left. Of course, Regal Cinemas is headquartered right down on the other side of the river right here on Gay Street. Nama. I checked to see how much the hotel rate for the Embassy Suite tonight is almost $500. That just tells you what a game day, how much the rates go up. There's the Tennessee Theater. There's the East Tennessee History Museum right there on the right. I think last night the rate for the hotel was around $200 a room. There's the Bijou Theater. That's another theater, smaller theater that has concerts and events. Of course, over here is this glass building, tallest building in Knoxville, is the First Horizon Bank building. This is Cumberland Avenue right here. If you turn right on Cumberland Avenue, it will take you right through the middle of the University of Tennessee. There's the Truist Bank building and the Andrew Johnson building. There's the old Knoxville County Courthouse. And then here, this other building on the right, that's the city county government building, and the courts in there too, the new courthouse. Now I'm going to go across this Gay Street Bridge right here, go to the South Knoxville, and then come back around, and maybe you'll get to maybe we'll get a view of the football stadium, because the football stadium sits right on the river. And there's the Regal Cinema headquarters. So there used to be a Baptist hospital right there, and it was torn down, and those apartments were built there a couple of years ago. They're also building some more apartments up here on this hill on the that's the old parking garage for the hospital right there, but now it's being used by these apartments. And then behind the parking garage is already built one new apartment building, and now they're building another. I think this apartment building on the other side of Henley Street, or actually this is Chapman Highway now. Once you get on South Knoxville, it becomes Chapman Highway, and it'll take you, you can go all the way to the Smoky Mountains on Chapman Highway. And that's more of a student apartment building. Now we'll go back across the Henley Bridge. And the football stadium was over here on the left. I don't know if my camera can turn enough to see it. Probably not. But I'm going to be at the game, so I'll get some video at the game of the stadium and tailgating and all that. Of course, you got the Sun Sphere over here, the 1982 World's Fair. There's another new apartment building right there, coming up here on the right. But that's going to be the end of this video. A little tour of coming into Knoxville and downtown. We'll see more of Knoxville, East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee. Just leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.